Let's talk about everything I plan to read in January. I still have some stuff backlogged. I had some stuff that I didn't get to pick up in the last few weeks of December because of the holidays. And then some books I didn't finish, one specifically. So let's talk about those first. Immortal Legend number 5. I think I saw some previews for this one. I wasn't sure if they're previews for number 5 or like leaks for number 6. But I think they're previews for number 5. Marian Heretic number 3. I'm enjoying this so far. I mean, I've only read 2 issues. Only 2 issues have been out. Well, 3 now, but I haven't read number 3. I like the vibe of it. I don't know if I like the story, the writing quite yet. We'll have to see once I get number 3. Red Hood versus the Joker from DCKO. I told my comic book shop to see if they have it to put on hold. We'll see if they actually put it on hold for me. But this one is definitely going to be on my list to read. And those 3 I should be able to pick up today. So I'll probably be able to do a update on that one for next week's update. And another book that was on my list for December was Batman Red Skies. I've gotten through like a fourth of this book, but there's just something about like older books that make it really hard to read. Like the older the book is, like the harder it is to read. And not necessarily like comprehension wise. It just feels like a slog to go through. I guess it must be like the writing style is just so much different that it makes it really hard to really like get in the groove of reading it. I don't mind like reading an issue here and there sometimes, but like, going through an entire story arc from decades ago can be kind of hard. Um, I think there are definitely some exceptions. There's some great stories that still stand the test of time. But for the most part, I think for me personally, it's been kind of hard, especially reading like older Batman comics. I'm intrigued by the Red Sky story. Like I'm a fourth of the way through, like I said, and I enjoying it. But for whatever reason, I can't like push myself to finish it. But I will try in January. So those are my backlogs. So let's talk about some new releases that are coming out in January that I plan to read. Batgirl 15. I looked ahead at some of the previews. I think this story arc finally is concluding with the Unburied and like her just not being in Gotham. I'm hoping it will conclude. I've been hoping that for a couple issues now. I know there's a new arc in a few months where she's back in Gotham and I guess has blood-bending abilities. So we'll see where that goes and if it like flows really good narratively, because it does feel really weird to give her superpowers like that. Batman number 5. I'm enjoying this one, to a degree. I think there's some things that I'm iffy about, but it's still too early for me to have like a concrete opinion on. There's stuff I like and it seems promising, and I do want to be optimistic about it. DCKO Night Fight. This is issue number 3. I think this is just really fun series. I think it's not something to be taken super seriously, especially because like these aren't necessarily like concrete future versions of the Robins. They're like just like an alternate versions, and they're kind of like warped too, just by the way like Bruce talks to them and the way that they talk to Bruce. Like even he can tell that they're not necessarily like themselves. It's just kind of like a version that's put into his mind. Batman R.I.P. This is an older story. This is a reprint, but they are reprinting it, and I'm gonna get the reprint finally. I've never had it before, and I've never read it before, so I'm looking forward to it. I know it's kind of a big deal read for a lot of people, and it's on a lot of reading orders, but I haven't gotten to it yet. DCKO number 3. This so far, I mean, it's only 2 issues so far. This one is kind of crazy because there's just a lot going on all the time, and we get a lot of spoilers because of previews. I'm curious just like what's going on in the self-contained story. It's really just a lot of fun whatevers, but we'll see how number 3 is. New Gods number 1. This is a reprint of the original New Gods by Jack Kirby. So that'll be a lot of fun to read. New History of the DC Universe. This is the trade. I've read issue 4, and I've kind of skimmed the other issues, but I'm going to get the trade and then just kind of go through that. I know it's only 4 issues, so it's not necessarily a hard read, but it is definitely like an info dump type of read. Nightwing 134. This arc is slowly starting to wrap up. It's got 2 more issues, including this one. I'm enjoying this one a lot. I think this is one of my favorite ongoings right now. I think now that Birds of Prey ended, this might be my favorite ongoing right now. Absolute Wonder Woman 16. I'm getting the variant cover for this because I really like the art, but I'm still going to read it, of course. And I think this is also the issue with Zatanna, so that would be a lot of fun too, because I've seen her design, and I think Kelly Thompson will do a lot of cool stuff with that. DCKO, The Kids Are All Fight. This one is just kind of like a fun tie-in to DCKO. I'm mostly getting it for Cassandra Cain. From what I've seen from the Titans preview, it looks like this might also be like a precursor or a preview to the new Titans team, especially with like John Kent and whatever else is going on in this little spin-off issue. But we'll see where that leads and see if it's anything like interesting. So that's all for my new releases. I have some older stuff here on my bookshelf that I want to try to get through. Nightwing New 52, I have the omnibus for that. I haven't read it. I don't know much about Nightwing's New 52 era. Partly intentional because I hate the red suit and I don't really like New 52, which isn't really a hot take, but yeah, I've been kind of avoidant towards New 52 and the Nightwing stuff, just like out of my own peace of mind. But I might as well just try to dive in now that I have the omnibus anyway. Justice League Odyssey, Volume 1 and 2. I got those pretty recently, I think last month or maybe in November. I've been pretty interested in Justice League Odyssey just as a concept. Like, I like the idea a lot, and I think the team could definitely be better. Like, I don't mind Azrael and Jessica Cruz on like this space adventure team. I do feel Starfire and Cyborg are a little random on that team. You know, maybe it's one of those things I have to read the context for in the actual volume. But I thought, you know, just the idea of Justice League Odyssey is pretty cool. Batman Ego. Admittedly, I have not read this one, which is kind of a shocker because I guess like everyone's read this one. But I have it on my bookshelf and I've had it for like a couple years now, and I just never got to it. And it's actually really short, so I don't know why I haven't gotten to it, but I will try to read that this month as well. But yeah, that's everything I plan to read this month. I might get through some more than that. I might get through some less than that. We will have to see. But let me know what you guys think and let me know what you guys are going to read.